Diabetes is a condition that affects millions, but at its core, it's about how our bodies handle sugar, specifically glucose in our blood. Glucose fuels every cell, but it needs insulin, a hormone, to unlock the cells and provide energy. Diabetes happens when this system fails. Either the body doesn't make insulin, type 1, or the cells stop responding to it, type 2. In type 1, the immune system destroys insulin-producing cells. No key is made. In type 2, the key is there, but the lock is jammed. Both lead to high blood sugar, which can cause serious long-term damage. For generations, diabetes meant constant management, monitoring blood sugar, counting carbs, injecting insulin. It was a daily balancing act, always aiming to mimic what the body should do naturally. The focus was on preventing complications, nerve damage, kidney failure, vision loss. Diabetes was seen as a chronic illness, a lifelong burden. Medical advances brought better insulins and smarter monitors, but the goal remained: control the disease. We viewed diabetes as a malfunction, a problem to be solved. This shaped our entire relationship with the condition. It was a battle, one we fought with technology, medicine, and vigilance. But this perspective, while understandable, limited our imagination. We saw diabetes only as an adversary. The story seemed set, a struggle for control, a fight against a relentless foe. Yet, beneath the surface, something unexpected was brewing. The narrative of diabetes was about to change in ways no one could have predicted. What if diabetes wasn't just a flaw, but something more? What if it held a hidden purpose? The answer would turn everything we thought we knew upside down. The story of diabetes was about to take an unbelievable turn, and it would change our understanding of health forever. Before insulin, a diabetes diagnosis was a death sentence, especially for children. Bodies wasted away, unable to use food for energy. The discovery of insulin in the 1920s was a miracle, turning a fatal disease into a manageable one. But management was crude urine tests, painful injections, constant calculations. Too much insulin meant dangerous lows, too little silent long-term damage. Life was a tightrope walk, with every meal and activity carefully planned. The psychological toll was immense: fear of complications, stigma, and a sense of fragility. Society saw diabetes as a weakness, adding to the burden. Medicine approached diabetes as an enemy to conquer, pouring resources into new drugs and technology. Every advancement was a small victory in a never-ending war. The idea that diabetes could be anything but a flaw was unthinkable. It was a bug in our biology, something to be patched at any cost. This era defined our relationship with diabetes as one of conflict. We fought to control it, to minimize its impact, to survive. But the story was far from over. The struggle shaped us, but it also set the stage for a transformation. And that transformation would come from the most unexpected place. The change began quietly, in research labs studying the human genome. Around 2040, scientists noticed that some people with type 1 diabetes were resistant to a new class of neurotoxic viruses. The link? A specific genetic marker for type 1 diabetes. What was once seen as a damaging autoimmune response was now a shield against certain viral threats. This adaptive metabolic response, or AMR, created a cellular environment hostile to invaders. Well-managed diabetes primed the immune system, making it more alert to specific dangers. Suddenly, diabetes wasn't just a malfunction. It was a hidden adaptation. Researchers began to see it as a complex evolutionary trait, not just a disease. The fear and stigma faded, replaced by curiosity and awe. Diabetes was no longer just a foe, it was a potential ally. The story of diabetes was being rewritten. With this new understanding, people with AMR-linked diabetes became our sentinels against pandemics. Their immune responses helped scientists develop better vaccines and treatments. They were no longer seen as vulnerable, but as invaluable guardians of public health. The same mechanisms protected them from certain environmental toxins, slowing aging and cellular damage. Therapies were developed to mimic these effects for everyone. Even the brain adapted, becoming more resilient to neurodegenerative diseases. The insulin pump and glucose monitor became symbols of unique biological strength. Special health programs supported these individuals, recognizing their value. The story shifted from patient and caregiver to partnership. Humanity was now working with diabetes, leveraging its strengths for the greater good. In 2075, our relationship with diabetes is one of partnership, not fear. What we once saw as a flaw is now a powerful adaptation. The diagnosis brings not just responsibility, but potential. Medicine now seeks to understand, not just eradicate, chronic conditions. Young people with diabetes are taught about their unique strengths. They are stewards of a remarkable human trait, contributing to the collective good. The journey from fear to partnership is a story of hope and resilience. By embracing what makes us different, we unlock a healthier, safer future. Our once feared foe has become one of our greatest allies.